This, to me, is not a matter of acceptability. This is criminal deception.
I'm not sure there are any laws that allow companies to shield an individual who made, at that point, what appears to be a criminal decision.
I am very disappointed, really, as a woman to woman. Is this the new GM, Ms. Barra? Is this the new GM?
Many people are wondering, if GM did not initiate a recall because GM could not survive one in 2006, or they did not initiate a recall because the government owned 60% of the company.
Wow, halftime, and both parties looking to throttle GM. To Senator Dean Heller, who you just saw there, on why this isn't going away for GM after today. Senator, I'm looking at that. That was a bipartisan hiney whooping there on the part of the Democrats and Republicans, both fed up with GM and what happened here. What do you make of just that?
Well, it wasn't a good day, not for the new CEO, Mary Barra, nor was it a good day for GM. But we had NHTSA come up afterwards, and we're just as frustrated with NHTSA and their oversight as we are with GM. And frankly, there's another leg to this stool, and that's Delphi. What did Delphi know? They were the actual producer of the product itself. They were the ones that made the change. What did they know, and what was their contact with GM, and how did they decide not to change the part number? So we didn't get a lot of answers today. They claim, Senator, as I'm sure you're aware, Delphi, and this is what happens when someone's in trouble. Everyone else tries to throw them under the proverbial bus and escape blame. But Delphi said that we warned you about this. They did nothing about this. What is your sense of what happened here? Well, I think there's two levels here. One obviously is GM. What did GM know? When did they know it? And frankly, what was the influence that had them postponed for almost 10 years? 10 years getting into before they had this recall. I mean, I talked to them specifically about 2006, 2007, 2008. What was the financial health of GM at the time? And were they so unhealthy? As you know, they were bailed out by the taxpayers. Taxpayers ended up owning 60% of them. But was that the reason why they didn't do the recall? Because they couldn't live through one at that point. And it may even go deeper than that.
Or do you think they hid that so they would get the bailout? Is anything that you've been able to investigate or research hinted that was a possibility, that obviously news like this would have certainly made that bailout impossible? Right.
Yeah, Neil, that's a great question, because I think that's how much further these conversations need to go. It may not have just been government funds, but it could have been private funds also, as they were trying to restructure and get through bankruptcy. So there were a lot of problems and a lot of issues going into this, and I think there's a cover-up going on here. And I want to find, and everybody on that committee wants to get to the bottom of this.
All right, Senator Heller, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it.